Well, let's make a start to today's stream. That should be a fun time, hopefully. I mean, I've got a horrible cough at the moment, it's a bit of a tickler in the back of my throat. It's not too bad, but I have bound the shortcuts. I can mute myself if I need to violently cough for a second. So, do be warned, at some point I might just go quiet because of that. Who knows? Anyway, I will let you all see what I'm up to. There you go. Let's have a shot. See if we can get a good run going this week. I'm hoping we can. We got a good one last week, but then I was a bit of an idiot and I died in water thanks to electricity. So let's see what happens. We're starting off with an alright build, I guess. I mean, have ourselves some lovely water up there by the looks of it. Got bouncing bursts and such. Ah, hello John. Good to see you. Good to see you. How have you been doing? You doing all good? You ready for the games night tonight in the Discord and possibly being streamed, depending on if I can be bothered streaming it? Yeah, I really shouldn't be doing this stream. I'm really needing to cough, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'll need to quickly mute myself for a second and just have a cough. Because, yeah, this is horrible. I've got like a tickly cough and I'm hating it with a passion. I've got a sore throat because of it. Got a bit of a headache. I'm just not generally doing very well. Let me just mute myself, make sure I've got my shortcuts figured out. Okay, that should have muted me while I was coughing. If it doesn't, I do apologise. I think it did. I'm almost certain it did. But yeah, if it doesn't, do let me know. I'm happy to mess with my shortcuts or go mindly mute myself. Have I seen Squid Game? I've got no idea what that is, I'm not gonna lie. What the hell's Squid Game? Wait, you heard me coughing, did you? Oh no. I thought I'd got my shortcuts figured out. You know what? I'm gonna leave the shortcuts be. I'll leave them be. If it is working, that's all fine. You might just be messing with me. If it's not, then I guess I'll just manually mute myself from now on. That'll be fun, having to tab out. It's a show on Netflix. That would be why I've not heard of it. I don't really care much for shows, I'll be honest. And I don't have a Netflix, so that would probably be it. And a low second mark, good to see you. Or hear you. With the quack and all that. So far, I'm thinking this is going to be a good day for Noita. Don't know why, I just have a good feeling about it. And I'm going to regret saying that as soon as I start dying for just terrible reasons. But yeah, how have you been in second mark? It's been a while since I've been able to have a chat with you. 'Cause I've seen you about in some of Dark Souls streams, I think. Have you been doing all good? Or have you been just hanging on by a thread? Because I'll be honest, that's roughly what I've been like getting back to uni. It's taken a bit of time to get used to doing uni again. And oh, I get a wand, thank you very much. Not the best of wands, but it will certainly do. It will certainly do. Broken wand there. It's been a while since I've actually messed with any broken wands. That could be an interesting thing to do. Might be able to get some powerful spells out of that. Bit of money there. Need to get to 200 money if I can. I would have picked up the Emerald Tablet, but there wasn't a good way through to it, so I guess I'm just not going to do that. Anyway, what on earth have we got around this place? We've got another wand. Flood the place. Yeah, no, flooding does not sound like a good idea. Also, I kinda want this wand. Thinking take it over the bomb, which is utter madness in thinking that. The bomb is very useful to have, especially in the early floors. But on the other hand, Like, that had some amazing stats for just making a single fast firing spell. Which can be all you need for like the first 3 floors if you're playing well. Or like the first floor and a half if you're like me. But still, maybe it'll help. Maybe. Let's just keep urging these guys. But what is this Squid Game then? Is it something I should know about, or is it just something you're curious and wondered whether I'd heard anything? So I really don't know a lot about it. Like, I'm assuming it's got nothing to actually do with squid or octopuses or anything. Like, that would be my guess if it's a TV show, because yeah, that would probably not get many people talking. Although you did have that like one show about that guy who befriended a squid or something, didn't you? That was on Netflix. I don't know what that show was called. It's like a documentary thing, I think. Anyway, I need to take a drink. I'm feeling a bit dehydrated. There we go. Now, 305 money. Ideally, I want to get to maybe 500. That is the best I can do. Just curious, it doesn't have anything to do with a squid. Fair enough, I hadn't thought it would have anything to do with squids. I'm a bit upset that it doesn't, but I'm not surprised. It's perfectly fine. And there is not an easy way into there, let's just ignore it. Is it even worth watching it? I mean, I've got no idea. I really don't watch a lot of TV, I've not seen anything about it, but I mean, if it's something I see much of and like YouTube or that, or people going on about it, then maybe I'll have a look. I'm sure I could find a way to definitely legally watch it. Because I am a legal person, I would never pirate anything or anything like that. It's okay. It's not a high recommendation, but you're saying it is like decent enough that if you have nothing better to do, it could be alright to watch. Fair enough. It's a big thing on TikTok, is it? Ah, that would be where people are talking about it then, I'd assume. Is it something to do with like social media then? Like, I'm very confused. I really do not keep up with most of these things. Have a friend. I mean, he seems friendly enough, right? Let's just kick that at him. There we go. Being hyped for no reason because people never saw something like it. Okay. So it's a somewhat out there show. I'm trying to piece together what it is, and I've genuinely got no idea. It's nothing to do with squids. That much you've said for certain. And also, I really need to cough. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to pause and mute my mic because apparently my shortcut didn't work. There you go. Now you aren't all deafened by me coughing. Big thing on TikTok. I do know what TikTok is. TikTok is basically your new Vine, but worse because a lot of the trends on it seem to be trying to convince children to hurt themselves. Well, the shortcut did work, so it's... So, now you can hear me again. Okay, so that does work. Thank God I don't have to keep pausing the game then. I set up shortcuts simply because I've got a bit of a cough at the moment. Can't believe you fooled me earlier. I had thought you might have been trolling, but I did want to be safe and just not deafen people if I could. Because while I'm sure you all want to be deafened, I'm feeling maybe that is not the thing I should be trying to do. Anyway, I've got 500 money. That's like the ideal amount I said I wanted. I've got decent stats on my wands, not really any decent spells. Let's go down to Holy Mountain. Well, see if we can get anything. Hopefully be able to do something. Hopefully. I will pass up the health for now. Did pick up a health upgrade, but I don't think it's too necessary. And none of these have any decent spells. Lovely. It's exactly what I wanted. Okay. This one's fastest. Yeah, I could see this working. Yeah, definitely. That's quite fun. Cool. Does it work at all with this? No, that's too slow. I'd much rather have this. Perfect. I'll keep the rain clouds just in case. Oh, there's a bunch of bombs. We should add melted cheese to Noita. Thing is, cheese doesn't ever really just appear normally, does it? So I don't think they really need to. Also, I'm going to get rid of this one because, I mean, you gave it to me, but it's not very good. And yeah, I did notice there was a teleport. Don't worry, I wasn't going to pass it up. And lastly, eat your veg. Lovely perk, but I need iron stomach first. I'm going to take extra perk for now. So with this wand, things are shaping up to be a good run. I'm hopeful here. Probably going to ruin it for myself, but I'm hopeful. I'll also put this into slot 1. And we're not able to quite fire infinitely, but we're close enough. I'm happy to leave this be. Yeah, because we should be doing plenty of damage to lots of enemies if we try. Well, I say plenty of damage, it's not really plenty. We should be dealing a fair bit of damage though. I should also be a lot more careful because I've just lost like 9 health for no good reason. Ah, Shriminator. It's a new face in chat. Hello. I thought I saw a new colour out of the corner of my eye. How are you? You doing good? Just browsing through Noita, seeing what's going on? Because I'll be honest, a lot of time that's what people just come here for. They see I've got Twitch integration, decide they want to come bully me. Which, I'll be fair, that is exactly what I do under like most of your situations of just browsing through Twitch on a Sunday. So yeah, we do have a bunch of votes. Vote whatever you want. Everything I've got enabled, I'm happy enough to be voted for. Come to assist vote. Ooh, that is very nice. I do enjoy having people help me out. I do hope you're not just trying to fool me, because like, you have some people who help you out early in a run, then once you're powerful enough they try and ruin it for you. But you know, I'm gonna not doubt you, I'm just gonna take you at face value. I'm sure you're a perfectly nice, upstanding citizen who wouldn't even dream of murdering me in the game. I'm sure it's fine. More gold is much better than you thought. Yeah, more gold! It's very nice getting extra gold. Also, I need to be careful here. Healthy rain. Almost didn't get any of that. I would love to flask it, but I'll be honest, there's not enough of it. It's also falling into just a cocktail of our liquids. Like normally I would, and I'd try and do a fungal shift on it and hopefully turn something into Healthium. I think the best I've ever gotten is Toxic Sludge to Healthium. It's not my best fungal shift though, mind you. My best fungal shift was lava into pea soup, because that was just utter madness. I loved it. But you go to the lava lake, it's just filled with pea soup. Want to go down to hell? It's more pea soup. It's brilliant. It's one of the most useless liquids in the game. As I think the same properties as slime, so that's always interesting. And in large quantities it just doesn't work. So I'm doing brass to health and then got the minigun for free healing. Oh god, yeah. That would be quite powerful. The good thing about the Toxic Sludge was if you get the slime ball, like I didn't manage to get it at the time, but if you do manage to get it, But no, they changed it, didn't they? You no longer get slime from the slime ball, like, spell, do you? Or the, not slime, toxic sludge. Yes, that wouldn't have worked. Never mind. Maybe you'd want to get, like, summon egg or something with it then. Who knows? There's a surprising amount of enemies, though, that do actually have, like, toxic sludge as one of their weapons. Stone oil to gold. Ooh, that would be a fun one. I mean, I quite enjoy just getting the randomness of whatever the game gives to you for your fungal shift. That's always an interesting one. Because that is the way I got everything turning into pea soup once. And like I say, that was my favourite of the transformations. It wasn't in any way useful, but it was just brilliant. I loved it. In fact, I don't know entirely if that is my favourite one. I think my actual favourite one in terms of how useful it was, I believe, Smoked Wormblood is what I got. You may be thinking, oh, Smoked Wormblood, that doesn't sound very good. That's just my extra Wormblood, you can see stuff. No, that was in a run where I got Iron Stomach and Eat Your Vegetables. Wormblood fills up your stomach. Like, it was insanely good. I just had an infinite amount of damage boost if I wanted. Also, I shouldn't be doing anything in this area. This is terrible. I'm getting distracted talking about fungal shifts. I want to do a fungal shift now, but I don't think I've got enough health for it because of that guy down there. In fact, if he's down there, I should be able to hit him from up here, and I don't think his projectiles can get me. Is he actually taking damage from that? I don't know if he is. You know what, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna risk dying. Like, this one's pretty nice, all things considered. I only have 13 health. Just going to go down. Is that mana what you meant? The concentrated mana. I believe it was up there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get some health. Might revisit that, might loop back around. We'll need to see. I'll need to see. Ooh. It's an interesting one. Bubbly Bounce. I think I'm going to stand by the fact it's one of the most useless things to add to a spell ever. However, it's not going to cost 20 mana this time. It does make things bounce, so it could be nice. Light, good for wrapping, and yeah, Chainsaw's good. Wait, you can hurt yourself now with Bubbly Burst. Oh no, never mind, I'm not doing that. God almighty, no. They cannot convince me. Yeah, that... As much as I hate to like it, I do actually quite like Summon Hollow Egg. I remember once, I just out of curiosity thought, you know what, I have the Giga Disc projectile or whatever the thing is, Giga Saw Blade or whatever it is. Added that in after the Hollow Egg. You know how normally when you cast it, it just goes out then loops back to you? It loops back to wherever the Hollow Egg actually burst. So it was insanely good for just nicking. Like, it's not a good spell. Don't get me wrong, it's an interesting one. But yeah, Chainsaw I think has to be the way to go, doesn't it? Also comes with Triplicate Bolts, one of my favourite things. Comes with a light, so I can loop stuff. Do I want to loop anything? I don't think so, not yet. As for this... if I added a chainsaw onto that one, potentially that could be better. Let's see. That's better than this. No, I still think this one's better. I'll save chainsaw for now, might use it at some point. Next, oh god, Steve. How do I deal with Steve? I can Try and get him like this. Just bounce the projectiles around. I think that should work. I can do this. Ideally, I'd like to kick this rock that's just for some reason here into him. Although, something I do need to check. Mighty Duck is the thing that activated this. Where is the duck? I'm not seeing it. Normally it spawns below you. So I'm thinking it spawned maybe by the worm crystal down here. Be my guess. But yeah, we need to try and get Steve, and I have now completely blocked off any chance of doing that. How about maybe this can work. Seems to be about working. Okay, give me a second. I think one of these had... Or, no? No, never mind. I thought one of them had the little fireball orbitals, but apparently not. And yes, you have genocided, thank you very much. I need to cough again, let me mute myself quick. God, this is horrible having a cough. I've just missed out on all that money as well because I had to cough. Ah well, that's fine. I think Stronger Hearts for now. Stronger Hearts is a nice one. And now I need to decide. I'm thinking... Yeah, Bouncing Burst rather than Triplicate. I love Triplicate because of the way it interacts with all the things you can add on, but no. I don't think in this situation it's the right way to go. Also, I have absolutely no good ones. This is my only good one. So I think I will do what I was saying. I'm gonna loop back, go to Fungal Caverns a second time, this time be a bit more careful. Because I need something to try and make my way through this, I feel. It's gonna be a bit of a nuisance looping back on myself, but it's not too hard. I mean, one thing I could do is I could just entirely bank in on the broken wand. If I take that to the anvil on the EC base, that can get you some powerful stuff. I've gotten some very exciting always cast ones from that in the past. But yeah, I don't think it's ideal. Yeah, no, but we're not killing a dragon. Not with ones like this. Oh god, that stunned me, his projectile, that's annoying. Let's quickly get myself untoxic sludged. You got a new world ad, did you? That's the Amazon MMO, isn't it? The one which was completely melting people's graphics cards. Great game, that. I assume, anyway, from the fact it's melting people's graphics cards. Anyway, do we have anything? We have personal gravity field. Something which a lot of people don't enjoy. Personally though, I still think it's a bit crap, but I want to take it in case I get unlimited spells. It's quite fun with that. Not as if I'm missing out on anything too exciting. Also, get a bit of worm blood. Never hurts to have a little bit of worm blood in you. Delicious worm blood. Like 2 minutes worth, that'll do. Now I don't have any kind of recoil on my wands, do I know? Bouncing Burst doesn't have recoil to it, that's fine. Just need to do this the old fashioned way and fly up. And I'm also depressed apparently. Well, that's perfectly fine honestly, I'm happy enough with it. Don't have any digging ones, do I? No. Also, I do have flight, I've got teleport. Yeah. I noticed that as the two of you told me. Just stop to stay high. Ah, that's fine, Seeker. You still doing Orwell today? You're going to continue that? Sorry for not coming back yesterday, by the way. But yeah, I'll see you around, Seeker. See you around. Can I teleport through? No, I can headbutt it, and that seems to work. You think you're finishing Orwell today? Alright, have fun with that. The ending, it's a fun time. It's a good time, the ending in Orwell. Maybe let's try and do this. I think I can make it across. Yeah, telly seems to have worked. Pick up the tablet because I've got space. And you know what? This one's going to be really good for the first floor. I do have another minute of worm blood in me. Thinking I have a look around for some health upgrades. Because, yeah, health upgrades could be nice. I'd also quite enjoy to get into that chest, but I don't think it's going to happen. But oh well, that's fine. Maybe one of these worms that's about to appear will open it. Come on, worm. Where are you? Okay, there's Big Worm. He's not opened it, but I think he ate some of the coal. Oh, that's looking promising. I managed to open it, and I see what it is, but I can't quite grab it. It's a little hut you can set up for healing. There you go. Lovely. And you know what? With all these worms, I get some more worm blood, don't I? I do need to be a bit careful though. Maybe, as much as I think it's a waste to do it, I'm thinking lure the big worm into the lava lake. I do lose out on the chance of a health upgrade from him, but I think it's worthwhile. Ouch. That was not nice of him. I don't appreciate it. I might even chuck down this just to get some quick healing. You know what, I do have full inventory slots, I think I might. No point in not doing it. There we go. That heals you a lot more than I thought it did. I thought these were just standard healing bolts. Alright. Oh yeah, Dark Cave, you can do that with Wormblood, can't you? Keep forgetting you can do that with Wormblood, because I don't think you can do it with All-Seeing Eye. You can do it with the perk, but not the actual All-Seeing Eye spells. Yeah, I'm gonna go to that Dark Cave. That is a good shout, John. Thanks for reminding me, because I completely would have missed that. Let's just eat, frankly, too much Wormblood. There we go. 10.5 minutes. That should be plenty. If it's not, then, quite frankly, I don't deserve any of the upgrades. Now, I could try and actually kill this worm. I don't think it's going to happen. What can I do to kill him? Not really anything. I'm just going to ignore him. Hope he goes away. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, with Stronger Hearts, Dark Cave is an amazing shout. You say tablet kick, but wouldn't he eat through the tablet, seeing as he destroys terrain? I would have thought that would be the case. Could be wrong. Could be he doesn't eat through the tablet. I think for physics damage it only counts if you hit them in the head for the larger enemies. I don't know. Maybe I could kick at his torso a bit. Because there's various segments to him. I mean, I'm hardly a pro, but I know if you try and kick it at the Mega Steve or whatever you want to call him. I call him Mega Steve. The one who eats through the terrain. That does just destroy the tablet. Also destroys like broken ones and such, I'm fairly certain. So I wouldn't have thought it would work against the giant worm. Could be wrong though, could be wrong. I mean, I don't ever really watch anything about this game. I just learn through Twitch chat and through whatever the hell's going on myself in the game. Phone's just gonna vibrate on me. I'm assuming it's not important if it's just vibrating at me. I'll maybe check it in a second when we get to the Holy Mountain. Yeah, Dark Cave. I don't have any bombs. I do have teleport bolt. There we go. And we have the health top up in there. I think. Yeah, it still seems to be the case. But if I hold this down, I can create a bit of oxygen for myself. No, maybe not. Still not happy. Oh yeah, telly will get me through. Keep forgetting I've got telly. I always forget to use it. Okay, I can get to this one nice and easily. From here, I'm thinking, before I grab it, I want to go down here. There we go. Extra 50 health from that one, I believe. Come on, just teleport me, please. There we go, extra health. Dip down quickly, fire that off. Can do this. Okay, there we go. Took a bit of damage. It's fine. It's fine. We need to try and tele through this small gap again. Ouch, I landed inside of some toxic sludge. Not great, but we've grabbed everything we need. Now there still could be some health upgrades around. I've not had the best look through the area. I think we've about grabbed everything, haven't we? Also, Steve won't be annoyed here, will he? Because I've visited this place before. It hasn't collapsed though, so I don't entirely know how that works. I don't think he is. No, Steve's happy enough. That is lovely. Now, this is the one I was thinking about before. Grab this. Get rid of that one. I can now make one of my favourite ones of all time. And you know what? Keep some blood mist. It can be decent. It can be. Not often, but it can. What I want to do is on here add in something like this, I believe. Yeah, that's going to be good for taking care of some larger enemies. It doesn't work as a boss killing one, because a lot of bosses are resistant to explosive damage. But yeah, this will just murder like Steve or that if I'm in a bit of a pinch. Something I could also do, potentially, is this, but it's Casterly. Don't think that's going to help. Stick with this for now. But yeah, now to revisit the Fungal Cavern, see if I can get something a little more powerful, because I'd like to kill a dragon if I can. Do also need to take this broken wand to the end. Also, hello, Steezy Hype. Is that? Yeah, Steezy Hype. Good to see you. Always good seeing new faces. I tried the chainsaw at the beginning, but the chainsaw, yeah, reduces recharge time. Recharge time isn't the issue here, it's a Casterly. If I could find a way to get Casterly lower, that would be better, but I don't think there's many that actually do. There's not a lot of spells that do that. There's a fair few which add to Casterly, but yeah, that is the opposite of what I'm after. Also sets Casterly to 0. Wait. Also sets Casterly to 0. Cast it's in. Okay. So if I had a slightly larger wand, I could make this quite nice. It also has a lovely chest. Potion of slime. Yeah, I'll ignore that, but the extra health is lovely. If phone's vibrated at me again, I need to check this quick. Give me a second. I doubt it's anything important. Oh no, it was telling me Sekur's doing a stream. Yeah, he came into here to say hello before he started. That's fine. Anyway, I know I said I was going to go to the like Fungal Cavern, have another look. I do want to quickly have a look over this side, just while I have my little Wormblood vision thing still going on. Because if I can find extra health, I have the Stronger Hearts perk. From here... no, none of these are great. You never really do find anything good in this area, do you? Occasionally though, you find some completely broken ones. Just in the coal pits. I'm on fire. Yeah, lovely. Fire is, as you could imagine, bad for your long-term health, but you don't have to take your advice from me. I am just some Twitch streamer on the internet. If you really want to, I'm sure you could probably set yourself on fire and it'd be fine. Right. No, I shouldn't be saying that. I'm gonna have Twitch getting on at me probably if I do. Don't want to be held liable. Do we want any of this? No, we definitely don't. That's a horrible wand stat-wise. Ooh, lovely. This wand I've got right now, amazing against large enemies, such as this big worm guy. Look at that, 250 odd damage in a hit just there. He's burnt to death, didn't drop any extra health, and there's... Actually, yeah, there was another duck, wasn't there? The duck that annoyed Steve. Where is that duck? I don't think I ever searched for it, did I? Also, I'm on fire again, god damn it. Stop. I don't want to be on fire. It's the only real detriment to using this wand. Like, it just murders things, but it murders you as well. Ooh, and we got a relatively rare plant material potion. A material only used in the world gen, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, the second duck I think would have been genocided, so I don't need to kill it, but there still would be the chest, and like the health upgrade left from it. I do want to go back. Speaking of going back, I'm thinking I also want to go back, get the health top up. Because I think I passed up again, didn't I, in that first place. But yeah, my health's getting quite low now. I think it'd probably be an idea to go pick it up, wouldn't it? Anyway, just make my way, I think, back to the Holy Mountains. I'm fairly certain it was the Holy Mountain around here, wasn't it? Like in the coal pits I need to get to. I think that was the one where the duck came in and annoyed Steve. Must have been. Was it? It might have been the icy place. I really don't know. I cannot remember for the life of me. I'm trying to think, but I cannot, like I say, remember. Also fairly lost, but never mind, I found my way. So where is that duck? I think it was the icy place actually, wasn't it? Yeah, but there's no duck around here. Must have been the icy place. Now let's try and teleport back in. Should be able to, with a bit of luck. Here we go. Should have the health top up. Brilliant. Another like 270 health on top of what I currently had. Now I can say with about certainty that I can go to the fungal caverns and not die. I say about certainty. I do have some awful luck in Noita, which I say is awful luck, it's more just me misplaying massively. But there is that to worry about. It's me going a lot slower today than I normally do as well. Normally I'm trying to speed through these early floors. Like I'm properly giving us a shot today. Trying to get a good run going in everything. And I'm thinking it's paying off. Yeah, there's a bit of healthium. It's left from the healthium rain that appeared in that rock. Now down here there is a health top up, yeah, with that robot guarding it. Should be able to take him out. I'll take a little while to kill him, but I mean I should be able to. I swear half of these attacks aren't doing any damage to him. They should be doing damage. Why am I not? Is there such a thing as, like, some kind of armour or something which is just resisting damage? I've never noticed enemies had anything like that, but they very much could, and thank you for the strength, by the way. That is hopefully going to help kill this man. It's really not doing a lot better, is it? I might just be missing him because of all the oil he's creating. Because god almighty, that's a lot of oil. And as soon as he dies, he is going to just set it all on fire. You know what, I should set it on fire prematurely, shouldn't I? Just... there we go. That's on fire. I'm sure it's fine. Oh no. Everything's on fire now. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, that went about to plan. The whole setting myself on fire along with it definitely wasn't. Oh no. Oh no. I've been blinded. It's the worst thing to happen when you're streaming this. Because I can't see what I'm doing and none of you can see what I'm doing. Just gonna keep on firing. He's around there somewhere. I think he's dead, but let's see. What happens next? Yeah, he did die. That's fire. Should still be a guy down there. Or no, he's gone. Probably should just throw an emerald tablet at him, I'll be honest. Oh well. That's fine. I don't need to be sensible and Noita. People are here to watch me die for most part, so that's perfectly good. Okay, let's just eat a bunch of this while I can. Can I get enough? I think if I go over there I can. Yeah, this is almost definitely enough. Yeah, 'cause you need like 180 odd, don't you? That is perfect. What happens? The word water. Something transformed into water, so that's good. It might have been fire. I don't think so. Toxic sludge into water? No, we've got toxic sludge up there. What's turned into water? Maybe it was oil? There could have been some oil sitting around there, I guess. I'm not sure. We'll need to try and figure that out as we go along. My guess would be oil. Oh, and thank you for the health. Very much appreciate that. And I've just been teleported, but that's fine. Just keep on firing this, I'll kill him eventually, there we go. I think oil's probably my best guess at what got transformed to water. It's not amazingly useful. Could be nice. I guess it means now oil blood's gonna be water blood. Ah, hello dude, good to see you. You still up for games night tonight? Because I did see you reacted to message. Now, I'm hoping you're still up to it, because we'll have a good crowd. You might. Fair enough. If you're not up to it, don't feel like you have to show. Don't you worry. Yeah, it should be good. It should be good. And you have... I was going to check that wand, but I guess he's just got it. Got a wee bit of work at 6. Alright, I mean, I'll be starting around 8. I'd imagine I'll be going until like 11ish, so you'll have plenty of time. Plenty of time. Now, tomorrow at 6, so you can't go late, but you can do it maybe a bit earlier. Kick him? I'm not kicking, dude, he's lovely. I know you're on about kicking the homunculus, but it's clearly not very good wand anyway. Now, there is a wand over there which could actually be interesting. Okay, is the homunculus dead? Oh no. He didn't last very long. Child Protective Services are going to be after me, aren't they? Let me just quickly, like, carpet bomb someone. There we go. Maybe... No, that's not a good one. So I'm trying to kid. It's terrible. That thing is now dead. No oil's still around. Something else got turned into water. The hell got turned into water? Slime? Could have been slime. Yeah, slime would maybe make sense. I could see that being the case. Here we've got a bit of silver and a slimy egg. Not anything good, so I will leave it be. Kill him. That guy up here. Just keep on firing, that'll hit him. There we go. And 2d20, what's it going to give me? Oh, 50 health. And also lava trail is horrific. Okay, yeah, with my current setup, Lava Trail is... it's a run ender if I'm not paying attention, so I need to be careful. I can go over to Emerald Tablet, this is my only weapon for now. Can't afford to risk using any of my actual wands. Yep, that guy just stopped it with his tongue. Alright, wait for a moment. Alright, should be safe now. Murder him. Got two guys in there. I will Emerald Tablet just because they seem... You know what, I'm not going to Emerald Tablet then, that's a bit much of a nuisance. So they're just going to be stuck there, I guess. There we go. I've not found any good ones, I'll be honest. I was hoping for a lot better in the Fungal Caverns. Normally you get some decent stuff. Like, maybe I could take concentrated light from before? I mean, I guess it's alright. It does disintegrate corpses, which is quite handy at times. It means nothing's going to block your projectiles. You're trying to just murder stuff. That is water, and that's a wand. I'd like Magic Arrow. I like a Bouncing Burst. Ah, no. Okay, it's a terrible, terrible wand. I think out of everything, the least useful one currently has to be this. There we go. I like having the multicast there. I'll need to salvage it when I get to Holy Mountain. Ah, that is a shame. That's a shame. I've had to ditch one of my nice ones. What MCs is 10, yeah. My charge rate's not good. It really isn't. Let's just try and get around here. I now need to worry about setting myself on fire, which is not a concern I enjoy having. There's a one down there, seems I haven't looked at it, it seemed to be in the darkness. And I've got a nest just there. And ouch, I'm on fire already. Hell's going on? I'm very confused and I'm hurting myself with my wand while fighting that guy. Okay, just be careful, go over here. Those guys are coming. Take care of them. Perfect. Again, not a good wand. Oh no, I need something. I really need something. Healthy Rain would have been nice if I wasn't in the tunnel, but what can you do, I guess? I can't really do anything. I ate something that poisoned me. I meant to eat that weird fungus. Up there. I think I might have seen something. No, I didn't. Ouch, I'm on fire. Something turned into toxic sludge. That was... not blood. What turned into toxic sludge? I'm very confused about what's being fungal shifted here. I mean, something is, clearly. And also, I'm on very low health because of this wand and having to fight stuff with it in close proximity. I'm thinking I have a quick look up here. Yeah, one last wand. Again, terrible. No, we've got absolutely nothing of value out of this area. That's a shame. That really is. I'd placed a lot of my hopes in this area giving me something to use. But no, just haven't found anything. Need to be careful of that. I don't think that projectile damages me, but it can disorient me, which itself is not very good. Grab this potentially. I mean, gives mana charge speed, but horrible castily and such. I'm not liking this. I mean, I've got a powerful wand. I need fire immunity though if I'm going to run with it. Fire and explosion ideally. Okay, have I looked at this one at all? I don't think I have. You know what? It could be alright with the right combination of stuff. could it? 110 charge speed. It's better than that wand, but I can't ditch it 'cause it's chat's wand. Okay, this one comes with a trigger. Trigger would be lovely. Bubble Spark trigger is one of the worst though, 'cause it's just inaccurate. Alright, down I go. We don't have much in the way of health, I need to be careful. Oh, I get a new wand. Also pretty terrible, but alright. That's fine. And yeah, this is where the duck spawned. I think it's somewhere down there if I had to guess. Oh, I'm really not happy with my wands right now. How am I supposed to do this? What if I do not that? I need this. This. Gold rush, very nice. Yeah, that's now very deadly. If I take this off. That seems to be good. Also, is water turned into toxic sludge, seemingly? Or is it peat turned into it? No peat's in there. Must be water turned into toxic sludge. We now have a good enough wand to, I think, fight the dragon if we need to. Gonna be interesting, this. Don't know quite how it's gonna work out, and also can I make it faster? No, I can't. And I have noticed I'm missing the duck projectiles. I swear I killed a duck earlier, but I guess it just didn't drop its spell. Which is interesting. Anyway, go over this way, there should be a duck. Yeah, you even died earlier, I guess, in the genocide. Extra max health, let's go back up. Add duck projectiles to this, might make it even better. And yet there's water into toxic sludge, oh no. Not a good one. You need to fill up in some swamp, I guess. Because swamp, thankfully, seems to have not transformed. So I'm assuming then that means it's a distinct thing to water. Despite me thinking most of the waters were interchangeable, as far as the game is concerned. Right, add that on. That is a lovely wand. Look at all the ducks. This is perfect. Favourite thing about Triplicate Bolt as well. Insanely high damage for like what mana cost it has. If I manage to get the reduced spread perk or whatever it was, that is going to be amazing. That's concentrated spells, that's the name of it. I remembered, that's fine. I need to be careful, so I'm just going to fire this wildly about. Simply because... oh no, actually I can't go into there. Whole toxic sludge situation, yeah. Fire us about just so I can kill enemies before I see them. Because there's bound to be enemies around who I don't see in time. Because I think a sniper could probably one-shot me. I do not want to be one-shot if I can avoid it. One transmutation. Oh god. I hate transmutation with a passion. It's going to be death for me if I'm not careful. I need to be extremely cautious right now. Okay, that's ended. Thank God. I just need to make my way down. I then get to pick up some more health. I then have to fight Steve. Acceleratium I don't need. I'll take a second broken wand to reforge. Fire just around the place. Yeah, there's a guy right down there. Just fire wildly. Having his children that spawn shouldn't be too much of a worry if I just keep my distance. Because yeah, they have some surprising range on them. Would not think they could chuck the bombs quite so far. Your back switch to PC. Ah, thanks. good to hear you've returned. I'll be honest, didn't notice you'd left. Oh no. Be careful of that. That's bursts of air, I believe. Thankfully, it wasn't anything worse. Ooh. Now here's something interesting. While I'd like to say yes, the only thing carrying me right now is that charge speed. I think take it over the one that the chat gave me. Yeah, because I got it in a holy mountain, I'm happy enough not taking it. Now be careful of that, that's electricity. Don't know quite how far it's willing to reach, so just extra careful. We got the glue guys. I really hope it is actually glue, but I've got my doubts. That guy down there, just murder. I don't care about the money, I have tons right now. Just be as cautious as possible. I'd like to jump in there, there is toxic sludge however. So no. Grab that. And go in. Ah, thank God we're fine. Okay, take that. We need to dump our swamp water in here quickly, because we need to fill up this flask. Come on, there we go. Filled it up. Mix of swamp and peat should do the job. I'd like to maybe go for blood instead. There's a giant amount of blood back there. I really should have grabbed it. Ooh. Ooh. Always cast Luminous Drill. Could be very nice. And oh god, Bomb Curse. Okay, Bomb Curse is not fine. I'm not gonna lie, it's horrible. Okay, there we go. Seems to have ended. And I need to cough again. Give me a second. There you go. Should be able to hear me again, hopefully. And yeah, it looks like you can hear me again looking at the software for my streaming. Okay, Mega Steve. I can murder him. I just need to get his attention. This is fine. This wand is honestly amazing. I love the ducks on it as well. It's not quite good enough to fire continuously. At some point it decides, yeah, no, this fire rate should not be getting kept up. It just actually stops. But there we go. Steve's gone. No, there's no Mega Steve yet. Thankfully. Now, possibly controversial perk I could take. Projectile Duplication. It's amazing, the triplicate bolt in my mind. Very nice. But no, Explosion Immunity, no. Concentrated Spells. Ooh, we've got a powerful wand now. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I can even fly with it. Okay, yeah, we've got an amazing wand. I can just about move forward while firing it continuously. But yeah, this does a lot of damage now. This is going to be lovely. There will be a Mega Steve in the next place, would imagine. I'm assuming that's what you meant by Mega Steve. You're wondering whether if you did that voting option you'd get it. Yeah, you probably will. That's fine. This wand should be able to deal with him without too much hassle. Be careful, there are enemies about. I've got their attention, so just hide. This is fine. I mean, it is Mega Steve. Mega Steve, Chad Steve, whatever you want to call him. I think I quite like Chad Steve, but I think Mega Steve's a lot more fitting. Ouch. That hurts. No, I'm not calling him Scott, that's daft. He's Mega Steve. I know he is actually called Scott, but no. It's daft, I'm not doing that. He's called Mega Steve, or Chad Steve, I refuse to call him anything else. God, this is devastating. I'm loving just the explosive force of this. Not got the best range on it though, because oh no, I've set myself on fire. Oh no. I'm immune, but I can set myself on fire. What's wrong with Scots? Well, it's just the fact that everyone's telling me to call him Scott. I just want to annoy everyone. That is the only reason. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, while I may be... Actually, no, I'm not immune to explosions. I'm not. That's not the case. I took the Concentrated Spells perk. I got confused by you as well. Can't believe it. Trying to fool me like that. That's just fire continuously falling from the ceiling, so that's lovely. New wand? No, terrible wand. I am not even touching it. Ah, chain spell. Could be nice. Could be. I think I'm gonna pass. That could be very nice. Anyway, we need some more water. So pick up some of this swamp. We're a little out, because I think I got a bit of fire. There we go. Continue making my way down. Ouch. That hurt. How dare you. That's gonna hurt more. That's missiles. Ouch, I got hit by one. That was arrows, not too bad. Murder them. Yeah, my wand is powerful. I don't think I stand the best chance just yet. Also just hide here. I don't want to be taking unnecessary damage. I just did because I kept hiding there for too long. Lovely! You've got to love it when plans backfire like that. That's great. I got a couple of guys down there. Murder them, everything's about to be on fire. There's a bit of gold. To dig my way down. Here we are, anvil. We have 2 broken ones, and these I'm going to need to hope carry us. Everything on fire though, I'm thinking I want to make a nicer way to retreat. Yeah, just blast the fire off as well, so if I can. Broken ones are great, yeah. They're always fun to mess with. Sometimes they're utterly terrible, but sometimes they are amazing. For example, this one. Pretty terrible, as far as I'm concerned, I'll be honest. I'm on fire again. God damn it. Alright. Had to quickly cough there, so muted myself. Second wand, please be better. And... oh, you mean the always cast spell? Oh, that's not a great wand either. Always casting in this is necromancy. Fun, but not in any way useful as far as I'm concerned. I'll be honest. More times than not. Necromancy's gotten me killed by setting me on fire. Because things just love setting the necromancy pieces on fire, and I don't know why. Ooh, treasury. I was about to go to the Holy Mountain, but yeah, I'll take some more money. Everyone might... yeah, if I could unshuffle it. But then again, like, my current main wand, like... it's pretty good, like, look how much damage I can get off with it. Like, that's insane. I'm not needing a possibly good wand, I need something which is just immediately going to be nice. Speaking of... yeah, projectile area teleport. Very nice. I do need some way to dig as well. Let's take that. Yeah, now keep an eye on him. He should die very fast. Yeah, there we go. Gods are enraged, so we get Scott. There you go. give him his real name this one time. He'll be appearing next. Faster projectiles. Again, it's not a top tier perk, but I'm thinking it's going to actually mesh very well with what I've got. Because currently, like, let me do a test. If I fire from here, aim at the peak of the spell refresh, it's not all that accurate, is the thing. And also that is very mean of you, giving me all of this. Can't believe you. Oh, it's a tough choice. I have enough money to re-roll. I really could find something better. Like fire immunity. Definitely worth having. Fire is damage based on percentage of your max health. Faster projectiles. Like, it's so much more accurate. Like, look at this. That's going practically in a straight line. In fact, it might even be going in a straight line because it's that fast. No, not quite. About a straight line though. It's going to be insanely useful. Insanely useful. Also, that statue, I'm not sure why it's moved, but alright. Just escape. Now that's just mean, ambushing me. That's fine enough though. I'm already murdered them now. Now, we do have a chest in this toxic sludge. It was invisible. I may have mildly ruined it. An improved wands. I don't think really does anything to this one. It's maybe slightly faster. I don't think it is. Improved wands will have improved maybe a few others though. Like that wand there. That would be insane as a digging wand with luminous drill at this point. But yeah, well, I'll need to see. I need to cough again as well. I'm trying to hold it back, but I might need to mute myself in just a minute. Just so I can have a cough. But you know what, I'll mute myself now. God, it's not fun having a cough. I really am not enjoying this. Makes me especially annoyed because it's not COVID or anything. If I ever go outside, I have to cough. People are going to be thinking, oh no, has he got a COVID? How dare he be coughing? And yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, especially I need to be going into uni. It's not going to be fun. Ah well, I'll deal with that when it comes to it. It has seemed to be getting better, so I'm hoping it's better for Tuesday. And yes, I am going to beat the dragon, don't you worry. I would not ever go through this area without fighting the dragon if I have even a half decent wand. He's just so worthwhile to kill. I do need to just back off for a second though, because yeah, I don't have fire immunity. Just try and stop fire from spreading, there we go. Now make my way across. It's annoying that water turned into toxic sludge though. Means toxic immunity might actually be something I want. If I got gas blood as a perk, I'd probably take it, because I mean toxic immunity and that as well. It's definitely worth having. Yeah, for now, just... Oh god, they just launched themselves at me. Surprisingly, I'm alright. Yeah, more enemies. Shouldn't be surprised at that. There's always going to be annoying enemies about. And should have the dragon cave just down there. And I was doing a small amount of digging and set myself on fire and on toxic sludge. Down here, just murder things. And, oh, no, instant ocean. No, it's not an ocean. I refuse to accept the fact that it's an ocean. No, that's just toxic sludge. That is a chemical spill. No, I don't enjoy that. That is very mean of you, chat. Also, I don't want to be flying here. Let's just do my best. I can wedge myself, hopefully. Okay, here we go. I am wedged. There's toxic sludge in this. Damn. Damn. That is not ideal, to say the least. It's not ideal. Okay. This is a powerful wand. It's not best at digging, but I think it should work against the dragon. I just keep on making my way down. Is that enough? Yes. Oh no, that is doing a good job against the dragon, never mind. I may have been a bit apprehensive for no reason. Ooh. Ooh, that is it's an interesting wand. I do have chainsaw. Concentrated light. I don't think I've ever really messed with intense concentrated light. But I do like the standard one. I'll take it over this. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to use it, but that should be a nice wand to have. Also, what on earth's happened there? That is a weird pattern, I've never seen that before. Unshuffle wand. I think all of mine were currently unshuffled, that would have been nice for the other one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use the concentrated light. I could potentially make use of it if I find a way to negate the fact that it's actually adding that insane castily. Like, what's the damage? 125. I've toxic sludged again. I hate this. I shouldn't have done the fungal shifts. Yeah, you can see it if you want. It's an interesting spell. It's definitely not the best of spells. It takes a second to actually fire. To cough again, this is horrible. I want to try not cough the best I can, but I'm thinking again I'll need to mute myself in a second. Yeah, and intense concentrated light is pretty much like one of the alchemist spells you see them using. I think they use a similar kind of cast on their things. Okay, have a look at this wand. What have we got? Aiming arc. Interesting, not quite good enough. Yeah, we've got some interesting ones. We do. Don't know when all of them would be used, but I mean I can certainly try. Do still need to try and get myself a better kind of digging wand, but I did take the faster projectiles, which is nice. Also, what's this? Short range homing. Ooh, you've given me a healing, child. Lovely. Is that Mega Steed? Yeah, that's Mega Steed. Ouch. That did a bit of damage. I can just hide here. There we go. Yeah, this wand I've currently got, it's just a basic triplicate bolt. I've not added any extra damage to it. This is just insane. This is why I love triplicate bolts so much. It gets broken so easily. Ooh. Now, here's an idea. Is it a good idea? Okay, let me pause briefly. I'm gonna need to talk about this. I do have a short range homing, yes. It's like a teleportation short range one. I take freezing field. I can no longer be set on fire because the fire gets put out around me. Lava is no longer an issue. Well, I say I can't be set on fire. I still can if I'm not being careful. It's a lot harder. I can't put myself out if I'm on fire. It does give me resistance to lava. Say resistance, it's not a full-on immunity, because what it does is it'll turn the lava into stone. I'm going for a run with 11 orbs. I need to. Okay, I was just messing around, accidentally murdered you. I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Thinking freezing fail is a necessity. Thinking it is. Do we have anything we can add in? No, none of these seem particularly great. Any of the stats good? That one's alright. It's not always cast homing, I think it's the aiming arc. Oh no, it is homing. Short range homing. Pretty decent stats, it is shuffled though. Is the only thing. Okay, firstly let's look at the ones I do have. What would I want? Keeping my teleportation wand, I do need it. Could be nice is putting something onto there or onto here. Okay, what if I take them off quickly? I'll keep one just in case I change my mind. I don't think I will, but just in case. Oh, we've got a vote coming. I need to be careful. It is... can't see. Acid Trail. Okay, that's fine. This one always casts crit up. Yeah, quickly do an experiment. I don't need them either actually. What I need to do is I need to make a digging one. So this black hole, it goes onto one of these, I think. Might go onto there, I don't quite know. And we've got a chest or coffin for the baby. And no, I'm leaving that. And yeah, acid trail's worn off. Gonna quickly test these out. That still fires fast, however it runs out sooner. Let's give us a quick test. Yeah, you're not able to get crits on them, I don't think. It fires at a fine enough rate. Now this one casts 2 spells at a time. It's good, but it's not quick enough. If I do that, nope. Casterly's better, so add in this. Again, slightly better. Add in that. Add in this. No, that's... as good as this gets is like this. It's not quite good enough. I could put it onto here. If I had a better mana reduction, this would be amazing. As it stands, while it is powerful, I don't think it's quite good enough. Although to be fair, it does get mana back relatively fast. Is it better than this one? I've had this one for ages, it makes me think I want to replace it. But I'll be honest, if it continually fires at this rate, I might want to just leave it with this wand. What I need is a better, non-shuffled wand with good mana charge speed. I'm thinking keep, yeah, the old wand. And what I will do is teleportation bolts no longer needed on there. Ooh, the healing, very much appreciated. I now have a wand for digging. For this moment at the very least, I don't need the digging part of it, I can just make my way down using my wand. But it's going to be useful. At some point, I need to decide, do I just dig my way back up because I can, or do I go do the tower because you can get some nice ones out of it. And also it's a just quick way back to surface if you have a powerful enough wand. And seeing as I can fly with mine, potentially doing the tower isn't a terrible plan. I always regret going to the tower though is the thing. So I'm not sure. I'm thinking probably don't do the tower is the sensible way to go. Then again, I could just do the tower, couldn't I? This is a terrible plan. No, I should not do that. I shouldn't do the tower. I have a way to dig. I have faster projectiles. It's fine. Yeah, this old wand. This one's doing fine. I've had this since like floor 3. It should not be this good. It just is. I don't get it. Now, through there, I'm assuming is the electric maze with water. Normally, it should have toxic sludge this time, but if I fire that there... Yeah, treasure chest. I'm now able to go here. It's not very good. Lovely. That's a brilliant waste of time. Seem to have murdered something. We have acid vats that have just leaked apparently. That's handy. Why have they leaked? Well, I won't question it. They can do what they want. So I need to be careful still. And yeah, the throat's getting worse. I am feeling like I need to cough more and more often. It's not bad enough that I have to cough though, so I'm gonna go without it for a bit. I say that, it is pretty bad when I'm talking. I really do hate having a cough, especially with COVID going on. It just makes everyone else worry that your cough's something worse than just a cough. But, oh well. That's just to do my real life. None of you have to worry about that. That's fine. Oh, also, David J. Watts, if you're interested, I am doing a games night tonight. Possibly streaming it. Possibly just doing over the Discord. It's up to you if you want to join. Don't feel you have to, but there is going to be like Jackbox and Gartic Phone. And just lots of little party games with lots of people in. Should be a good time, hopefully. Hopefully being the key word. It could just devolve into chaos, I don't know. If you're interested, like, feel free to come along. Like, it's up to you if you want to come, like I say. But the more the merrier, is the way I see it. Now, I'm thinking... Yeah, I've got enough health, I'm just gonna go down at this point. Get one perk from here, I've got one perk further down, then I make my way up at least one level, and I need to cough. I'm gonna pause, so I've got Mega Steve. God, this is annoying for me, I'd imagine it's annoying for you as well, having to pause and cough. There we go. Also, I should turn on my light, it's getting a bit darker actually. There we go. The duck's fallen off my webcam. Poor wee duck. I'll stick him back up. There we go. Alright, Mega Steve. Nice and easy. This is fine. Let's get his attention. Oh, fire immunity. I need fire immunity. Freezing field fire immunity basically means fire and lava don't do anything to me now. Yeah, I need this to bounce on him. Come on, Chad, Steve, or Scott, whatever you want to be called. There we go. He's dead. Fire immunity is a definite. I'm taking that. What's this one? Don't recognise it. Add expiration trigger. Ooh, that's an interesting one. No, I'm gonna say no to that for now. It's very interesting. That could definitely be a nice one. It's a rare one to find, but no, I need money for re-rolling my perks to the next floor. Why is this so much slower all of a sudden? What's happened? Did you improve my wands and in turn actually make them worse? I'm confused. Yeah, it's casting 2 spells at once now. You've made my wand worse somehow by improving my wand. I don't get how this works. I wanted to laugh, but it turned into a cough. No. Okay, that's fine. No need to apologise. I can salvage this. I probably can salvage this. Give me a second. If I do this, maybe? It's even worse. If I do it, no. Okay, I'll move on to this one then. That'll do. Add it like this. Alright, this is now my main wand. That's fine. And you have given me this with increased lifetime. Ooh, that's a fun one. If I add that onto here, if I then take this back, what were stats? 1000 charge speed. Okay. I missed that somehow when I first looked at it. Okay. Let me get rid of them fast. There we go. Is that all? I've not always cast. You give me fizzle spells. I'm confused. That's supposed to be doing this. What happened? Didn't see the vote. I'm not seeing fizzle spells in there. Well, that's a good wand. I now have fire immunity. So add this. Yeah, that should do. The game's not too happy with it, I'll be honest. Sure, I've made my own constellation, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, increased lifetime on this should be very nice. Let's give it a fire. Gods are very angry. We are using this one you gave me. Really? How on earth did that happen? Alright, just keep on running. The hell polymorphed me? I fired a ton down there to make sure it was safe. And to cough again as well, and to pause because there's an enemy. There we go. Yeah, something polymorphed me. That was quite worrying for a second. Yeah, let's just make our way down. We need to get another perk. Then we make our way back up. Maybe visit here might be an idea. I don't know. Also, I'm thinking I'd maybe rather have this 'cause it's a bit too destructive. Yeah, that's not even quite able to fire, but yeah, that should be good. Just fire that wildly. If it hits even close to an enemy, then the enemy dies. Yeah, that's definitely going to help out. More so than the ridiculous amounts of fire, I think. Enemy down there, murder it, it explodes, perfect. Just need to go down. I need to avoid dying to anything like that dark flame path. Everything is cheese. All is good in the world. Okay. Let's do a bit of digging. It's not going to be perfect for digging, but I can do a bit of it. There was absolutely no reason in digging unless this area down here is particularly good, which it Actually might be. Never mind, I might have spoken too soon. Yeah, there's a chest. Lava potion. No, I don't think we need that. I won't lie, it's maybe a bit detrimental to take it. Alpha Rain, get ready. Ooh, do I have potions? Lava potion, cool. Let's just dump a ton of lava out. Just murder a few enemies. Dump the lava. Just go over here. Where's the Healthy Rain? Healthy Rain will be getting here soon. Make it just fall down here, I'll go into the same spot roughly. That's fine. Dump all my lava out there. Does that not actually damage me, most of that, like, dark flame? I would have thought it would. Guess not. Guess not. Let's continue to dump the lava. The money doesn't really matter to me, so that's fine. Just dump all of that there. Grab a tiny bit if I can for myself. Where's the rest of it gone? Down there. Perfect. Just murder him. Okay, it's been disrupted mildly. We can do this. 2% full, that's useless. Brilliant. I'm also worried because there's enemies around and I might accidentally blow up this potion I've just spent a while trying to get sorted. Yeah, no, the health hymn's all gone. Well, 2%. It will do, I guess. It will do. Let's continue to make my way down. There's no immediate way down, is there? Yeah, I can't dig through that. Now, I'd like to maybe try and get through there, but this guy's blocking me. Quite badly, in fact. And I just slipped in some ice, so went into him slightly. So just maybe do a black hole there. Should work. It definitely did something. I'm not entirely sure what, but it did something. Yeah, that went down for a while. Even found me a wand. Not very good wand, but a wand. Yeah, no, I'm leaving that. That is not worth the inventory space that would take up. And oh god, it better not be trapped in here. Ah, oh, for the love of God! Well, that's it. Run over. I'm trapped. Christ. Guess I just wait until a boat comes by that could free me. Oh no. Oh, sands of time. Perfect. I appreciate it. I need to cough again, but I appreciate it. I would express my gratitude more if I didn't have to cough. I'm now misplaying because of it. I just took like 100 odd damage. Where's the way down? I need the health. I also need to cough. So that's more important to me. Not very good. Just go through the portal. I can pause my game and cough. There we go. There we go. Now, one last perk, then I make my way up to do some orb hunting. Plasma beam cross, love it. It's not going to be useful here. That is boomerang, definitely not something I need. Yeah, none of them are particularly good, that's fine. Unlimited spells and homing. Both potentially nice spells. Are they really something I want? I'm thinking no. neither of them really sync up with my current wand, which... I mean, we're only going to be finding a better variant of it as we go on. It's the only change we're going to be making. Frozen stuff, that's fine. Gods can be angry, that doesn't matter. Yeah, no, I'm thinking, as much as unlimited spells are nice, we refresh. Extra life... no, I can do better. Extra health... yes? Think. Explosion immunity would be good. I can avoid explosions without too much hassle. Extra health I think is just more worthwhile. There we go. Yeah, this cough's definitely getting worse. I should not be streaming with it because I'm needing to cough more and more as this goes along. Thankfully, it's not as if I'm doing a games night or anything later, so I'll be completely fine. Why is that going up there? It shouldn't do that. Well, I'm not going to question it, it's probably fine. Let's just make our way up. To cough again, give me a second. There we go. So, if we're digging up, I believe actually with this holy mountain, we want to dig up that way. Yeah, up and to the left I think, is what we do. If I go in this direction. That gonna work? Hope so. Fairly certain this is the way to go to get out. I've certainly found our way out. And yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Next, I need to decide, do I do the tower? I'm thinking, no, there isn't an orb in the tower. We don't. More healthy rain. Perfect. Where would be good for healthy rain? That's cursed rock down there, so no. Keep it away. Where could we gather it? There's not really a good spot to gather any of this. Over here maybe? No, that's just enemies. That is just enemies. Guess we're gathering it here. Let's get a bottle out. Ooh, that's actually quite nice. Drop that there. Yeah, I created my own little ledge for it. That's lovely. 55%. And I think that's as much as I'm going to do. I'm not going to risk putting it down there. It could fall past the corpses. I don't quite know how potion bottles interact with corpses. I'm not certain about that. Yeah, grab all of this. Make sure that's dead, and you can kill that guy. I never knew you could kill him. I thought he was invulnerable. Well, the more you know, the more you know. It's me clearing my throat. I'm hoping I don't need to cough again, but I can feel it coming back. This is horrible. I hate having a kind of itchy cough in your throat. You never quite get rid of it, do you? It's just always there. I'm going to be talking though, I need to make sure I'm actually able to talk is the thing. And that's a mild concern I've got. Summon Steve. Actually, that one's fine. I can deal with Steve. I've been dealing with Scott, or Chad Steve, or Mega Steve, as I call him. So yeah, I think he should be fine, if we ever come across him. He's not really around here, is he? Just waiting for Portal to surface. It's a rare vote to come up, I don't really see it often. So I do think there's a weighting to what votes do appear more and less often. So yeah, I wouldn't get too hopeful over it. Can I actually kill that guy up there? I don't know if I can, so I won't bother. Just kill Steve quick. There we go. Steve's a lot less of an issue than I thought he'd be. At the start of this run, when he got annoyed, I thought that was going to be the end of it. But no, we've just powered on through. I'm proud of myself here. I'm not happy with that. Is that cursed liquid? I don't know what that is. I'm going to leave it. In case it's creepy liquid, because it could be. 2d20 I get. Weaken wands. It's probably fine. No, that's terrible. Weaken wands is one of my least favourite things to ever get, because it completely ruins your wands. Because you spend the whole game building up your wands, only to have them ruined by weakened wands. Like, sometimes they just stop working altogether with weakened wands. It's one of my least favourite votes to ever come across. That is a shame. It's not one that often comes up either, even in the D20 lists. Oh, you're getting me a random perk, are you? That'll hopefully be a good one. What could be a bad one? Exploding corpses could be bad. I don't have explosion immunity. Glass cannon. That would be an awful one to get. But chances of that's pretty slim. I'd imagine the random perk should be fine. Yeah, I can't get up there. It's just go through the paths I've been along. I get electric immunity. Never gonna turn my nose up at immunity. Immunity of any kind is worth having. Anyway, let's continue to make our way up. Freezing field is getting in the way. I knew it would, but we do need it to get through the lava. So I'm happy enough. I'm not gonna complain. And if we're heading back up from the bottom, what is the best route to take? I think. If we're heading up, I don't think exploding corpses makes you immune. I don't ever take it because it's not a good perk. So it could, and I'm just incorrect. Yeah, first orb. What do we want? We could just go down to hell. That would involve us going back down though. And hell is difficult. I'd rather get the extra health. Thinking what we want is we want to go up and we want to go to the magic temple. Magic temple has orb which gets you holy bombs. Also, I swear that should not be up there. It's not fixed itself yet. Don't know what's happening in this vote, but oh well. I want to go up here. I cast this, then follow it the best I can, because it keeps going for a long time. You know, I could mess with my wand actually. That's potentially something I want to do, seeing as it has now been made a fair bit worse. Yeah, that's been blocked up, so they can't even get to me. Is it Castelli that's ruined? I think it is, if I do this. No, that's still not quite good enough. If I do that? No. Screw it, it's fine enough. There's a guy, I just noticed him. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from, Cut an Eye Joe? You know how it goes. God, I need to cough again. This is horrible. There you go. I've coughed. My throat's a little hoarse, but that's fine. It's like a pony or something, that's all. Just make my way up to go pretty much straight up from here. I think I can dig through this. I can, there's nothing there, so just need to make my way around. Still want to be up that sort of an area. That guy hit me, that's fine. Can't be setting fire, don't to worry about that. I can't be electrified. Up yours, you're not getting me today, Mr. Electric Man. I'm liking how the triplicate bolts homing in on people with the short range teleportation thing. And then if it kills him, it just continues to skip past him like a ricochet or something. It's lovely. It means you can take care of crowds much easier as well. Oh, extra health. Thank you very much. I continue heading about straight up here. Got a shop down. I mean, I have got enough money for the shop actually. I'll have a look. I don't know what I'd want. Recharge time. If I could add recharge time to this, that'd be perfect. I think I need to keep this so I get the reduction in recharge time. But no, I don't. I'll take it. I've got spare money. Nothing to spend on right now. I've got all the perks. I'm not going to alternate worlds. If I see something that could even potentially be good, there's no point in passing it up. And yes, I remember this bit. This is me near the start of this area now. And that almost insanely backfired on me. If he'd killed me just there, one of those small splitter guys, I would have been infuriated. I really would have been. Do need to also be a bit more careful, just going around the place. I may be powerful, but I'm not immortal. It's up there I need to go. Armed creature. It might have given something a wand. I don't know. I don't really care. It's perfectly fine. I'm here, I'll take the health. I've passed up a fair few of them. There's one in the Holy Mountain underneath me, so I'm happy enough with that. Oh, you've given me a small child. Looks like a decent enough one. I'll leave him be. Hopefully he'll not die too soon. Anyway, next thing I want to do this. No, that doesn't work. Okay, next I want to do this. Spell wrapping. That one works. That is quicker. It also fires twice as many projectiles, I believe. So yeah, I'll stick with this. This is perfectly good by me. Make my way up. Lovely. Continue to go straight up from here. You know the drill. Can just stun enemies with this. That's hopefully gonna work. I've been teleported. Where am I? Did I get teleported up or down? I think up. Teleported up, then. Ooh. I'm not passing up that massive pile of beer fungus. I'd be mad to. Just have a quick munch on it. There we go. A bit more of a munch, and maybe just a little more. And yeah, 10 minutes worth. That's about to all disappear, sadly, but there we go. Word lava. Something's turned into lava, I believe. Not vice versa. Vice versa would have been incredibly nice. But no, now that's actually not very useful. Although, it's not always consistent in a run. I've learnt that before. I've had it completely screw me over, with that being the case. Because normally, it either transforms something to whatever word it says, or material it says, or it transforms something from the material it says. In this case, it's transforming to whatever that material is. So something was transformed into toxic sludge, something was transformed into water, something was transformed into... what was the first one? I can't remember. But yeah, something's been transformed into lava is what's just transpired. It's probably fine. It's not going to be anything too bad. If it was anything too bad, I would have noticed it already, surely. I will have a look at the lava lake, regardless. Also, I've heard that they moved the moon radar. So what's in the Lookie Den now? Because there's bound to be something over in the far left of this area. If you go through the Lookie's, like, den or whatever you call it. Kinda curious what that is. And cough again. And also I'm trapped because of all this blood. Gods are angry, yeah. Good to know. Come on, let me out, please. Please? Game? Please? I'm genuinely annoyed by that. It takes so long to dig through stuff. I need to make a chainsaw wand. I have a spare chainsaw, I can do that. Chainsaw wand on there. I'm not even doing anything. No, apparently it didn't go on. Ooh. Chainsaw wand. Nah, not really feeling it. Not really feeling it. From in here, I'm going to need to pick that up in a second. I'll quickly check just in case I managed to get through. I wouldn't think I did. Have they got to the edge of render distance? Yeah. Let's just fire another one off. Yep, that's it. Gone. Perfect. Get spell refresh. Go up one more level. We can get the one from the lava lake. If we had invisibility, we could get one from the orb room without any bother. I'm thinking magic temple. If I have a wand which even mildly homes in, not being able to see the enemies shouldn't matter. Because, I mean, I just fire blindly, they die. That's all I need. Yeah, I really do hate freezing field, but I need it to survive lava. I'm not wanting to do an orb run where I die to lava while trying to just use some kind of jank method to get through. Be careful, but we should be fine. To go up one more floor. Digging's not viable, my one's not fast enough. Just put out that fire, because freezing field does have a few uses. Is there really no way up? God, okay, I need to make my way around quite a bit. Oh, I don't like having to make my way around all of this. Just how much do I need to go over to the side? Christ almighty. Is this enough? I think this was enough. Was it? No, it wasn't. I need to keep going around. You know what? Dig. I'll just dig. Look. Okay. I'm terrible with children. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got crushed by a box this time. No. Yeah, I need to make my way up this. Dig it out first, now make my way up. Kill him. Lovely. I'm mildly stuck. That's not really fine, but I'm able to escape. I'm able to escape. No, I want to go this way, 'cause I had to go quite far to the right a minute ago. Yeah, here we are. This is one which had removed ground, I'd imagine, seeing how there is a distinct lack of ground. Except from this bit. Apparently this bit was allowed to stay? Who knows? Who knows? Any of these worth having? Anyways, just fire a bit. Should have killed him. Luminous drill. Always cast. It's not ideal. Could be used. Yeah, I'm thinking take it over this one. We want absolutely nothing on it except from chainsaw. Chainsaw, add in that as well, in fact. That's now quite a nice flight one, but it also lets me dig. It's not quite powerful enough to just be an infinite flight bond, which goes against what I'm wanting to do. Yeah, that should be nice. I can just make myself a little ledge to sit on. I'll be fine. God, this is taking a while. Come on. There we are. I think I will just continue to use black hole in the future to escape from all of this. It does seem to be working, for at least a short distance. Honestly, it's working a lot better than the normal luminous drill was. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's an always cast, it's firing ever so slightly quicker. I don't know. Anyway, far left of this area is our next destination. Then we go to the far right, go up, we've got orb from under a lava lake, orb in the orb room, which I am quite afraid of, but I should be able to manage. If I could have invisibility, it would be lovely, but no, that's not happening. So don't even get my hopes up. Yeah, for this, I can just dig through all of it nice and easily with luminous drill. Much nicer than having to dig my upper wand. Reduced recoil would maybe be nice for this. If I see it as an option to pick up, I think I'd take it. For now though, I'm fine. I'm just digging. I'll survive. Make my way through. This is probably very exciting for you to imagine. I mean, I'm having a blast just digging through this. Again, want to laugh or chuckle or something, but I know if I do, I'm gonna cough. Sea of lava. When and where? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, like I said earlier, it changes its mind at times. Lava is now just silver, apparently. Okay. Freezing field is now completely useless. Perfect. That's great. It's great. Guess I didn't need it at all. Yeah, I need to cough. Give me a second. Yeah, it's pretty much just a sea of silver now, not a sea of lava. That's what I mean though. Like, I swear it used to be, like, in a run, when you do a fungal shift, either shifts to whatever it says, or from whatever it says. Like, water to toxic sludge, or whatever it was to water we had earlier. Can you get rid of perks? I think there is a perk remover. It might just be an essence remover, but I'm not entirely certain. And I got distracted. Lava Trail's going to be interesting. Like, look at that, very shiny. But I could suffocate in it, so I need to be careful. I say, as I'm about to do this. This is not careful in the slightest. Brilliant. Can I dig that quicker than I make it? I don't know. I might just be displacing it at that point. Yeah, I don't understand fungal shifts anymore. It used to be easy to understand. It doesn't work the way it used to, and I don't appreciate that fact. Yeah, we should be getting close now though, to where we need to go. Yeah, magic temple entrance. I have light on these. I need to be incredibly careful because there's those guys. Backflight's chaotic polymorphine they do. Yeah, I think you can remove all your perks at once, but you need to fill it up with certain stuff if I'm remembering correctly. Like, I do remember seeing it before. I've never used it. You need to have a bunch of right materials. You get to have a perk remover, which I think removes all of them. Oh, we can also pick them back up again. Okay, it might be better than I thought. Might be better than I thought. Also, yeah, we don't have explosion immunity, we just didn't take damage there. That's nice. Enter what? The hell? Since when does this exist? What? I don't remember this ever existing. Hello, Mr. Brickwork thing. Cool. Let's have a look. I'm quite confused. This never used to be here. Back cover notes. Okay. That's for everything else. Every celestial body also has its counterpart. For every golden star there's a dark enigma. For every silvery moon there's a hollow shadow. Okay, that's useless. But is this a crystal key? Has it been changed? Is it now just a music note? Okay. I play some kind of music. Bizarre, but okay. Sure. I'm confused. I think that's possibly the new crystal key. That'd be my guess. Keep on firing. I'm sure I'll kill anything that's around. It's fine. Just keep on moving through. Yeah, that should be the orb room through here with, yeah, some interesting folks that I need to be worried about. And did that just spawn on top of me, that one? God almighty, I think it is. Okay, I need a health top up. Might need to have some of that potion. Yeah, you know what, I'll have a little bit. I'll have a little bit. I don't want to risk it. I'm taking up some extra health anyway. Add mana. Nice. Do I want to bin that for it? No. I need to cough again in a second. That's arguably fine. Worm, I don't have lots of single target damage, so I'll ignore. Petrify. Spell I don't think I've ever really used. Interesting one potentially, but we'll leave it be. That's just permanently toxic grade. Okay, leave that be, I'll go underneath. Oh god, worms appeared again. Yeah, that's actually quite worrying in this area where you can't see stuff. Also, I think I'm lower down than I was before, which is why I was getting confused. I need to try and make my way back up. Yeah, I think I was up there before. If I go over this way? I mean, I could drink the worm blood. I'm fine enough. I'm fine enough. I can see for the most part. Don't you worry, John. Don't you worry. Yeah, I'm gonna say 10 minutes I'll wrap up the stream because I am doing the games night tonight. I want to make sure that's happening at the time I said it was, and I want to be able to eat stuff beforehand. Yeah, I am going to wrap this stream up on time, meaning it will be a mildly shorter stream than usual. If I'd started at the same time, it would have been the exact same length, it would have been a 3-hour stream, but no. No, I'm doing the games night tonight. To make sure that happens at the right time, and that I am like starving myself or anything. Okay, next we want to go over to the right, then up. Do you want to do the orb room? You know, I'll get the one from the orb room before I go and just end the stream. Because that's the turning point of this. If you can get the one from the orb room, then we can get the rest of them easily enough. I've got plenty of health, but that boss in the orb room can polymorph. He doesn't copy my perks, I think. I'm fairly certain, not gonna say with absolute certainty, but I'm fairly certain, short range teleport thing lets projectiles bypass the shield he puts up. I think. I don't know. That's what I'm relying on. That vague idea, that's the case. Digging through the ground, he has a chance to not spawn. He doesn't always not spawn, is the thing. I use one of my black holes so I don't ever go into the room. I think I can just stop him. You are correct there. Also, I cannot dig because of the water trail. I'd end up damaging myself. I need to cough again, but I won't. I refuse. I'm gonna power through it. Sure, it's fine. Yeah, we're about there, and if I use this, I can just fly. It's a bit of a noisy one, I'll be honest. But it's all good. It's all good. Just make my way up. That was a go-kart. It should be about in here, I think. For the orb. Fairly certain of it. Duck projectiles, very nice. Yeah, here's the orb. Get this. And because I do want to check, it's just silver. All silver. I've never had the opportunity to mess with this much and just dust of something, but from how it spawns in, it has a lovely pattern to it. And then after it falls, that pattern gets disrupted. Never noticed that was the case. That's lovely to look at. Special particles coming off. I've completely ruined it there. It's perfect. I want to look at the top of the lava lake for now, because I did want to just dig out a little bit. If it's also been displaced at the top of the lava lake by a small amount, then we can say for certain that the powder physics work as intended. They do. They do. Pea soup had trouble before. This doesn't. I should not be doing that. I should do this. There we go. Potion of gold, and amongst all the silver. That's somewhat fitting, I feel, but God, this is bright, isn't it? Look at the bloom on it. Oh Christ. Okay, yeah, no, I'm leaving. We're not putting up with all of that. That's a bit much. Yeah, moment of truth. Making my way over here. Dig in. We need to see, does this let me get underneath the orb? If it does, I need to use a black hole to make my way up to it. I think this should work. black hole means I'm not ever going to enter the room. The orb will fall down. Need to be careful still though. Not guaranteed to work. I need to stay at the very edge of this. Yeah, dropping the orb down. That's what I need to do, I'm aware, don't you worry. Let's murder the ducks. I'm gonna get in the way while I'm doing my digging. I think it's above there. Can't see it. I'm gonna assume. I assumed incorrectly. I've got 2 more goes at this. Okay, that's actually let me see up there. Okay, I now have a much better idea. This is fine. Now I can see it's about there. Dig my way over. This is fine. Okay. Should be about directly up here, I think. Missed slightly. Okay, make sure I get this right. Got the orb. Okay. Now revisit the Holy Mountain. Get to the Holy Mountain for this floor, the one just level down. Should be a spell refresh. I usually leave them around just for when I'm backtracking, like this. Yeah, I don't need to be doing this to fly, but it's probably slightly quicker, so I will. Ouch. Yeah, no boss. Unless it might have spawned and I just escaped quickly up. It's hard to say. Hard to say. Yeah, go into here. Get more black holes. Don't think I actually need these at any point. Should be fine a luminous drill from now on. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. Gods are just ecstatic with me, they love me. They think I am the best thing to happen. Yeah, I'm gonna make my way above ground, and I think that'll be the end of the stream for now. Where's the way out? Is it over here, maybe? I've been over here, but I don't think it is. I think it's over this way. New wand. Yeah, not particularly great. I'll leave that be. Yeah, we've got an interesting run going. Again, not the most powerful run. Much like the last time we had a possibly everything run. But it's looking good. It's looking good. Could certainly be a lot worse. And yeah, here's the way up. You know what? Just because it'd be a bit boring otherwise, I'll grab the orb on top of the mountain. Just from Little Sky Island. Easy enough to get to. I mean, I have flight. Okay, just dig that. Okay, need a little bit more. Just a little. There we go. Look at that. We're gonna have so much health in a minute. I think next time we're gonna go visit Desert Temple. Orb on top of there. Orb underneath there. After that, that's Steve. God almighty, has some knockback on him, doesn't he? Let's quickly murder Steve. That's fine. We can murder him fast. He's only gonna take like a few hits. He's up there somewhere. Steve? Where are you? You're over there. There we go. Steve's gone. But yeah, next time we make our way over there. We're getting the orb from on top, then underneath the Desert Temple. After that, we are going for the orb in the icy place, probably. In fact, I say that, there's an orb even further underneath Desert Temple apparently, unless we've moved it. I'll need to maybe look up orb locations in case they have moved some of them, because they might have changed a couple of them, I don't know. Yeah, definitely doing Desert Temple. Definitely doing the ones in the icy place. Down in Hell, lava is now silver. I can get down there. Where are the other orbs? I can't remember. I'll figure it out, it's fine. But yeah, that is all for now. I shall return at around 8ish hopefully for the games night. But for now, that is all from me. I do hope you've enjoyed. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whatever it is. I will see you next time. Bye for now.